The containment cell hummed with energy barriers that could hold a supernova's fury. Commander Zethkar of the Hegemony Fleet stood before the reinforced viewing portal, his 4 eyes studying the creature within. The human sat cross-legged on the floor, apparently meditating, completely ignoring the towering beast that paced restlessly in the shadows. "You're certain this will work?" Zethkar asked, his mandibles clicking nervously. Dr. Vexney, the Hegemony's foremost xenobiologist, adjusted her instruments with trembling tentacles. "The Kethmori has broken every sapient species we've tested. Peaceful Altarians, warrior Brextani, even the psychically gifted Nolthani, all reduced to gibbering madness within hours. This human, this Captain Marcus Chen, he'll be no different." The Kethmori was a nightmare given form. 8 feet of chitinous horror, with razor-sharp claws that dripped paralytic venom and a maw filled with rotating teeth. Its bioluminescent patterns hypnotized prey, while its sonic shriek could shatter eardrums. The creature had evolved on a death world where only the apex predators survived, and the Hegemony had weaponized it into the perfect psychological warfare tool. Chen had been captured 3 days ago when his lone scout ship stumbled into Hegemony space. He claimed to be an explorer from something called the Terran Republic, mapping new systems for colonization. The interrogators had found his casual demeanor infuriating. No species should remain so calm after witnessing the might of the Hegemony Armada. "Begin the test," Zethkar ordered. The barrier separating the 2 sections of the cell flickered and died. The Kethmori's head snapped toward Chen, its multifaceted eyes gleaming with predatory hunger. It let out a bone-chilling shriek that made the observation deck's reinforced walls vibrate. Chen opened his eyes slowly and looked at the creature approaching him. "Well, hello there, big guy." The beast charged, its claws extended, ready to pin and torment its prey. But instead of cowering or screaming, Chen simply stood up and studied the creature with genuine curiosity. "Fascinating bioluminescent display," Chen mused as the Kethmori skidded to a halt mere feet away, confused by the lack of fear. "Definitely evolved for intimidation. Probably pack-hunting behavior originally, right?" Dr. Vexney's tentacles writhed in confusion. "This is unprecedented. The fear response should be overwhelming by now." The Kethmori circled Chen, its hypnotic patterns pulsing faster. Most species would be catatonic by this point, trapped in nightmarish visions, but Chen just nodded appreciatively. "Oh, that's clever. Psychoactive light patterns. We've seen something similar in Earth's deep-sea creatures, though yours are far more sophisticated." Chen took a step closer to the beast, which instinctively backed away, its hunting instincts confused by prey that showed no prey behavior. "What is he doing?" Zethkar whispered. Chen seemed to be examining the creature like a scientist studying a specimen. "Your muscle structure suggests incredibly powerful hindquarters. Built for pouncing, I'd guess. And those claws definitely for grappling rather than slashing. You're designed to hold your prey down while you work on their minds, aren't you?" The Kethmori unleashed another sonic shriek, this one tinged with frustration. The sound should have left Chen writhing in agony, his nervous system overloaded. Instead, Chen winced and covered his ears. "Ow, okay, that's genuinely unpleasant, but I'm betting it's more about disorientation than actual damage. Classic predator behavior, confuse first, then strike." He lowered his hands and smiled at the creature. "You know what? You remind me of my old drill sergeant. All noise and intimidation, but underneath just doing a job." Something impossible happened then. The Kethmori's aggressive posture began to falter. Its bioluminescent patterns shifted from the hypnotic hunting display to something more uncertain. Chen noticed immediately. You're confused, aren't you? I'm not responding the way I'm supposed to. That must be really frustrating for you." He sat back down, this time facing the creature directly. "Want to know a secret about humans? We're persistence hunters. We don't rely on strength or speed. We outlast everything. Our ancestors literally walked prey to death across the savannah. And you know what that required? Absolute fearlessness in the face of bigger, stronger, more dangerous creatures." The Kethmori was now standing completely still, its hunting instincts utterly baffled. "Plus," Chen continued conversationally, "I've been to therapy. Lots of it military PTSD, you understand. I've faced down my own demons, literally in some cases. And compared to the guilt over losing my squad on Proxima Station, you're actually quite pleasant company." Dr. Vexney was frantically adjusting her instruments. "This is impossible. The fear response is hardwired into all sapient nervous systems. But Chen was still talking to the creature. You know what I think? I think you're as much a prisoner here as I am. They probably captured you as a juvenile, trained you to be their weapon. That's gotta be rough, buddy. Never having a choice in what you became. The impossible happened. The Kethmori's aggressive stance collapsed entirely. It settled onto the floor across from Chen, its luminescent patterns shifting to colors that even the hegemony scientists had never recorded. Well, Chen said softly, looks like we're both stuck here. Want to keep each other company? For the first time in its existence, the Kethmori's bioluminescent display showed what could only be described as contentment. Commander Zethkar stared in horror as his ultimate weapon sat peacefully beside the human prisoner. What? What has he done to it? Dr. Vexney's voice was barely a whisper. I think the human broke its conditioning. Not through resistance or violence, but through compassion. 3 hours later, when the guards finally entered the cell, they found Chen and the Kethmori sitting side by side in comfortable silence. The creature showed no aggression toward the guards. In fact, it seemed to be protecting Chen from them. The hegemony's perfect psychological weapon had found something it had never experienced in its brutal conditioning: understanding, acceptance, and friendship. They had sent a monster to break the human spirit. Instead, the human had freed the monster's soul.